All right, thanks so much, Corey. We're going to switch gears here, and Greg Remmenga joins us once again for some more legal advice today. We are going to be focusing kind of on some, I guess, situations that maybe, I don't know if you come across a lot necessarily, but maybe some awkward situations if you're involved in a car accident with someone you know, possibly a family member or a friend.
Well, the situation I'm talking about, let's say, for example, you're riding in the car with your adult brother.
Okay.
You live in separate households, and they negligently caused the accident. How are you going to feel, and how is it going to affect you and them to potentially have to sue a loved one or a friend?
Sure.
The issue, I'm not sure that I can even resolve this issue for you. The issues that you're going to have to think about, though, are do you have another source, such as health insurance, to take care of your medical bills, and are you severely injured? If you have another source, such as health insurance, maybe you want to choose not to sue because of the effects it may have on your loved one. On the other hand, if you don't have that health insurance, are you going to be willing to avoid suing your relative and then filing bankruptcy later because you can't pay the medical bills?
Right.
If it's a severe injury, are you going to be willing to forego the suit against a loved one when you may not be able to work in the future?
Okay.
So how are you going to balance that? For the person that caused the accident, they have the issues of, do they have enough insurance? If they have enough insurance, it may not really impact your loved one because the insurance company will pay those bills. Their insurance rates may rise a little bit, but you're going to get the benefits.
Yeah.
And you're going to get taken care of, and it's not going to severely hurt your relative. But there's still a very awkward situation there. How are you going to get...
What do you do?
How are you going to justify pursuing your loved one, and how are you going to feel about it if you have to take this to trial?
Right. It's kind of an awkward situation, and I don't know if you come across this a lot, and do...
Quite a bit, actually.
Okay.
And I'd go through this same discussion. What are the benefits to you, and how severely is it going to hurt your loved one?
Okay.
Versus how are you going to sacrifice your future for the sake that you're not going to sue the loved one?
Sure. So you kind of have to weigh the pros and cons and decide with yourself, is it worth it? So.
Absolutely. And so it's a very awkward situation, but I think you need to have the information and weigh it out seriously and not just have the emotional reaction, I don't want to sue a loved one.
Sure, absolutely. So, all right, well, thanks so much, Greg, for more of that advice. And if you have any questions for Greg, there's his phone number right there on your screen, and we'll have your full forecast coming up right after the break.
If you want Greg to answer one of your legal questions, visit KREXTV.com, click on Live in the Studio, and submit your question on the right side of the screen. Watch Greg's segment every Wednesday on News Channel 5 at noon.